Hi everybody, Why here with the Burgs Run. I am working on a gift for my mother-in-law. And so here's the difference the light pad makes. Yeah, it's a big difference. It is, the sun is starting to set, it's starting to rain a little bit, so I thought I'd sit up here and work on this a little bit more. I'm working on it for her birthday, but I didn't even think about Mother's Day. It is next weekend, and I probably could have had it ready then, but I don't have a mom, so I didn't even think about Mother's Day. How crazy is that, right? I am a mom, I still don't think about it. My kids are grown and they're gone, and so we don't make a big deal about it. There's no big dinners happening or nothing like that. We live in a different state from my mother-in-law, so there's no celebrating on that front either. So I just didn't even think about it. How crazy of me, right? So today my husband went and bought Mother's Day cards, and he put hers up in the envelope ready to mail up where we put the outgoing mail, and I was like, oh, is Mother's Day really next week? Imagine that. Anyways, so all you moms out there, happy Mother's Day early, or whenever I get this video up. This video might not go up before Mother's Day. Who knows? Whenever I have time to edit, because I work full time, and it's a busy time for us now. Gearing up for our year end is in July, so yeah, there's that. So hope everybody's doing okay. I want to thank y'all for subscribing. I want to thank you for watching. If you like this type of video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, think about subscribing. We are the TheBurgsrun and Benson, and we do a little bit of everything. We do some crafting, we do some running, we do some gardening. We have a little puppy dog, a little cockapoo. He's on here quite a bit, mostly in shorts, because I catch him doing something cute or silly, and we get it on video and I post it as a short. So check those out if you're into that. I'd appreciate it. Share me out too, because that kind of traffic helps your YouTube algorithm, as they say. I don't know if there's any truth to any of that, but it doesn't hurt. Share me out. Help me grow my channel. Recently posted a video for a milestone subscriber drawing for a gift card giveaway. I don't know if that'll be passed before this video is posted, but hey, I'll do it again when we hit 500. So let's keep it going. So at 250 subscribers, the gift card was $25. I don't know what I'll do for 500 subscribers, but it'd be nice to get there. Yes, it would. So today was a busy day. My daughter and I did the grocery shopping a day late. We normally do it on a Saturday, and it is Sunday. And my son-in-law had to go back to where he's stationed this morning, so there was that. And then her and I went shopping, and I went into a Target today for the first time in, oh my gosh, I have to say months. I gave up Target a long time ago. And oh my gosh, the whole store has changed. What happened to that? Oh my gosh. But on the way, we stopped at the Dollar Tree. And I was just looking for, you know those tents you put over top of your food when you have a picnic? Well, I was just looking for those and went to the dollar store. And oh my gosh, they have upped their game on so much stuff. It's just crazy. You don't feel like you're in the Dollar Tree anymore because it's not just the dollar. And they said when they upped the price to $1.25 that it was so that they could put more variety in the stores. And oh my goodness, I'm so impressed. Like, all the scrapbook stores closed and they upped their craft game tremendously. But we were in there today and they had plastic silverware and stuff, but it was really fancy stuff, like black handles and silver tines on the forks, and just really nice looking. It was plastic still, so there is that, but we were just amazed. They had some pretty dishes in there, and I did find my food tents, by the way. So now we can eat outside and not worry about flying things falling into our food. So this weekend we did some grilling out, and we made a charcuterie tray and sat outside eating the charcuterie tray and playing Uno. That was a lot of fun. I hadn't played Uno in years and years. So it was fun. We had a really good time. So today we had to catch up on all of the chores that we didn't do yesterday, and it's the threat of rain, so my husband was going to grill some stuff for us to have for the rest of the week, and that kind of got backed up a little. He's out there grilling now, so I hope that turns out okay. So I was like, well, while he's out there tending to his grill, I'll just come up here and do a little whip and chat with y'all. So I did my grocery shopping at a Lidl today. I'm not a Lidl, I don't want to say fan. Lidl isn't my number one place to go, but my daughter loves Lidl. So, oh, by the way, my daughter is married and she's not a child. So we went to Lidl, and I only spent $88 on what would have cost me close to $200 at Food Lion or someplace like that. So that was exciting. Of course, they didn't have everything I needed, but we usually spend about $200 a week on groceries because we have a couple extra mouths to feed now, and the prices of everything has gone up. I spent $88 at Lidl, and I probably have $50 more worth of stuff to get from Food Lion, things you can't get at Lidl. Still, that's a vast improvement over what I normally would spend just to go to Food Lion or Kroger or even Walmart. Walmart's, I don't know, they're getting kind of pricey too. Everything is kind of pricey right now. Ever since that pandemic thing, everything's gotten a little expensive. But so then my husband runs with the dog. He's teaching the dog how to run with him. He doesn't run. We do the Galloway method, which is run, walk, run. And so it's pretty easy to teach a dog to run with you. It's a small dog, so so it would be, you wouldn't want to run full force with him. But his vest that came with him is like putting on a winter coat for him. Like, it's really warm. So we had to measure the dog to make sure that we were purchasing the right size of vest. So we have a new vest coming. And we have a new training lead that's 50 foot long coming. And what else do I have? Oh, bubbles. Oh, yes. Bubbles. When my kids were small, every year for Easter in their Easter basket, they got, of course, jelly beans and, whatever candy was the it thing for them. But they also got a t-shirt and some bubbles every year. Some kind of funny t-shirt and bubbles. Ever since they were tiny little tots. Well, my oldest is in her 40s and my youngest is in her late 20s. So I decided to buy a bubble gun. It's a gun that has like 29 holes in it and it's battery operated. Hold on just a second. Okay, sorry about that. So this gun, it's like a water gun kind of thing. It's got 29 holes in the front of it. It's got a little fan inside. You put batteries in it, you dip it in bubbles, and it will blow like a million bubbles. Well, I got that for my daughter who is staying with us temporarily. And so I'm real picky about the type of bubbles that the kids had. Like, I wanted bubbles, the solution. I wanted bubbles that worked, not, cheapy dollar store bubbles. So Gajillion Bubbles, I think is what it's called, is the best that we've ever had. Well, they didn't have it at the Target we went to. I haven't been able to find it anywhere except in little itty bitty bottles, and I need a big, like a gallon size for the bubble gun. So I found it at Amazon. At Amazon for like a half gallon for $10. I was like, oh my gosh, that's expensive, but it's the best. So I had to order it. It will be here tomorrow, but we don't have the gun yet. The gun I ordered from Temu for $6.98. I was like, that is a pretty good deal for Gajillion Bubbles. And when we go to Disney, inevitably some little kid walking in front of us has a bubble wand, and that thing just blows out bubbles. Well, I'm hoping this will do the same thing, and I'm hoping that our new little dog will absolutely love it and chase bubbles in the yard. So that will be a video for later, because he is something. We have spent lots of money on puppy safe toys and all the things. And what does he like? He likes sticks and rocks. He loves to play with a rock. He doesn't swallow them or anything. He plays air hockey on the floor with it. It's crazy. He plays with a rock. And every time I say that, I think of Charlie Brown Halloween when he's like, I got a rock. So I should have named my dog Charlie. He's so funny. I got video of my husband out playing with him today, trying to get him to play with a toy. And he would throw the toy to him, and the toy just plopped in front of him. He didn't do anything. But if my husband threw a stick, he was prancing all over the yard to go get the stick. It was so funny. So the video looked like my husband didn't have anybody to play with. It was very cute. I might put it up as a short, so check that out. So we got our garden planted yesterday. Well, let me rephrase. I didn't do anything. My husband and my daughter planted the garden yesterday, and then we found like a ant farm in the raised bed, so we had to go buy some stuff to put in the vegetable garden that wouldn't harm our vegetables, but would get the ants out of there. So we did that today. My husband did that today. And for Christmas, my oldest daughter got me it's like, little fairy gardens. But it was Disney. It was Mickey Mouse and a camper and a grill. It's really cute. And so we put that out in the garden. It's been a busy weekend. How about y'all? Did you do anything special this weekend? Plus, it was National Scrapbook Day weekend, and I paid to be part of a crop that I really didn't get a chance to do much of because we were so busy with other things, and family was priority. So that was the priority. And if my family wanted to do something else, then, you know, I can always go back and watch because it was an online crop, but scrapbook thing. So I can always go online later and see everything and do whatever challenges and whatnot. Because, yeah, family's important here. So I got all of this pink color added in, and I think that I will, since my daughter is awake from her nap, I think I will go see if she's okay or needs anything or wants to play a game or something. You know, family's important. So for now, thanks for watching. Bye. Hi guys, Y here from the Burgs Run. I am still working on this cross for my mother-in-law, and I'm going to figure out how I can get the glare to go away. Let me try this light. Well, there's going to be a little bit of a glare. I guess I could just pull this off because I have some paper that I can put down. Let me grab a few more sheets of it. All right. That will be better, I think. All right, we'll do it that way. All right. So I am moving right along with this one. This is another one of the Temu or Temu, or however you say it, canvases that I showcased in an earlier video. So let's see, what are we on now? I think we're on Q's. And then I'm saving all of this blue on the outline for last. I want to do those all together at the same time. So this is Q. There's not a whole lot of them. But anyways, let me start by saying thank you for watching. And I want to thank all of my subscribers for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, if you would give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you like. We come a couple of times a week with a variety of things like running, gardening, our dog Benson. Actually, he's not a dog yet, he's a puppy. And then, of course, the diamond painting. I also do some other crafting on here. I'm a paper crafter at heart. And until I found this diamond painting thing in March, I just started at the beginning of March. So I've been doing it, I'm sorry, the beginning of April. I've only been doing it for a month. I have 8 completed ones. I have one that I DNF'd, did not finish. For those of you who aren't runners, DNF is what they call it when you don't finish a race. I didn't finish it because I did not enjoy doing it. It was a square drill. It's a beautiful canvas, but I bought a square drill instead of a round because I wanted to try it. And I wished I had tried the square on a smaller scale first rather than
buying a large canvas that I liked. So that being said, that one has been rolled up and put away. Don't know if I'll ever go back to it, but I had kitted out all the drills in a case, and so it's all ready. I didn't care for the square ones. I mean, you have to be perfect, practically perfect in every way, to quote Mary Poppins, to be able to do the square drills, in my opinion. Other people might absolutely love them. I think it's easier to keep a straight line with the square ones, but if you get one of them off, your whole canvas will be off, and at least that's what I experienced. So that was 8 finished, 1 DNF. And then this is my first one for May. I took a little time away to spend some time with family and didn't put much else together. So here I am back at it. I'm making this one for my mother-in-law. And the issue with making it for my mother-in-law is I had a couple of them that I had in mind for her, and I let my husband pick which one I should do next for his mom. And so he picked this one, and I said, oh, cool. I said, I'll do it for her birthday. I did not even think about the fact that Mother's Day is next week. It just slipped my mind. I am a mom. I no longer have a mom. So Mother's Day isn't on the forefront. My children are grown and gone, except for my daughter, who has recently moved back home. But we don't ever do anything special for Mother's Day. So, when the kids were little, the tradition was to go strawberry picking. And we moved to Virginia when the kids became teenagers, and there's just, where I live, there's really nowhere to go. So that kind of fell to the wayside. And ever since then, Mother's Day just hasn't been all that. So we'll see. This year I have a puppy. Maybe the puppy will get me something. Funny, right? You never know. You never know. But anyway, so I'm thinking maybe I can get this ready for her for Mother's Day. But, I'd have to get it matted and framed because I can't give her just a canvas. So probably not going to happen. It'll probably still end up being a birthday present. But that being said, my mother-in-law lives in another state as well. So on top of having to get it matted and framed, I have to ship it. And I just don't see it getting there by Mother's Day. So it'll be an August birthday gift instead. But I think she's going to love it. It was one of 2 that I had chosen specifically with her in mind when I purchased them. And I swear I am getting old and senile or something, because how hard is it to see a cute, right? Now, the light matte is game changing, and I can see so much better now that I have it. But I still catch myself like, how did I miss that cue sitting right there? It's just awful. So I have to be diligent about marking. Most people put all of their drills in a marked container, and I just keep mine right here. I'll show you. Mine are just right here in order, numerical order. By numerical order, I mean the order on the side of not the number of the drill necessarily. So that I know right where to find it when I go back, because inevitably I will miss several drills from each color. It's just crazy. Like, how is that possible? When you look at it, when I'm finished, I take a really good look. I don't see anything. I put the drills away. Boom, there it is. I see it. It's crazy. So I'm getting the itch to purchase one of the, okay, so all of my canvases are budget friendly canvases, all of them, every last one of them. So I'm getting the itch to order from some of these places that y'all have been YouTubing about. Today was, oh, I forgot, Oraloa was the one, and their canvases are just beautiful. And I'm getting the itch, and they're quite pricey, but I want to see what the difference is between the budget canvases that you can get at Amazon and Temu and AliExpress and Wish. How do they compare? So, to like the Diamond Art Club or Diamond Dots or some of those caliber. And I'd love to I have the cutest picture of our puppy, and I want to do a canvas of that picture. And there are so many companies out there, I don't even know who to use. So have you ever had a custom canvas done? And if so, where did you get it from? Was it super expensive? And did you like it? And then when you do custom canvases like that, do they come with the drills? Does it come together as a kit like when you purchase one? All the questions. I have all the questions. I have none of the answers. I only have 30 days of tenure here, so. But oh my gosh, addicting. This is such an addicting hobby. And there's it's different every time. So you could just sit here and do it forever and ever. And then what are you going to do with them all when you're done? Oh, I know. I don't have them yet, but I found at Temu albums that hold the 30 by 40 canvases so that you can put them in a flip book behind plastic. And that way you can keep them all. You don't have to frame them. You don't have to have a lot of wall space. You kind of like a scrapbook type thing, which is right up my alley since I am a scrapbooker. But I thought that was really neat. So I did order one. And of course, when it comes in, I will do an unboxing to show everybody. They were like, I don't know, what were they? $6 or something. Everything that I purchased from Temu is like really inexpensive. But then, I talk about the more expensive canvases, but I have way more canvases than I probably will ever finish of the budget canvases. So I bet you by the time I had spent all this money on all these budget canvases, I could have got a couple of really nice canvases. We'll see one of these days. One of these days. All right, that's it for the cues, or so I can see. Let me put those away. And see how I label? I just cut the top of the envelope off, and then I put whatever the number or letter is on the side. And I keep them in order, so when I have to go back, like I found a D earlier, and I did these a long time ago. Oh, I just found some cues. Let's start that again. See, it never fails. As soon as I put them away, they will pop up soon. There's some G's. I'm finished with the G's already. Like, how in the world do I miss these? Do I need to go have my eyes checked? Or is this a common thing? I don't know. I just feel like that's crazy. I looked at this and looked at this, and I did not see them. There's a K that I missed. There's another Q. All right. Am I the only one that has this issue? Or does everybody have this issue? There's the D. Yeah, it's just crazy. So now we're going to do R's. dogs are being really quiet today. That's kind of scary. And then I always wonder when I buy these budget kits, like there were a couple of them where I caught that the colors were backwards. So you never know if the reason that they're at these places is because they didn't pass quality control. You just never know. But it's a good place to start. If diamond painting is something you want to start, it is a great place to start. Because it's inexpensive, it's still a ton of fun, it's cheaper than therapy, and it's relaxing. It's really relaxing. And I have to say, this diamond painting community is top notch. You guys are just wonderful. I've already started some friendships with people. It's amazing. It's just amazing. Everybody's so kind and answering questions and just being there. It's just amazing. That out. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's some more G's. I don't know how I do that. It's just awful. So how many of you have children, and do the children like doing this? I have a 5-year-old. My son's girlfriend has a 5-year-old. I wonder if she could do this, or if they make them with bigger drills for smaller children. Let me know. Have you let your child or grandchild do this with you? And I found some greeting cards. So I'm going to take some time away from doing these to do 24 greeting cards. I bought 2 packs of 12. I think that's going to be really cool. Some of them are sparkly, and I'm excited about it. And they're Disney, which is that's my thing. So I'm going to do some greeting cards. Has anybody else done greeting cards? And how do they fare if you mail them? I'm a big written card person. Nothing beats a handwritten card ever. Love it, love it, love it. We still sign our Christmas cards, and I send birthday cards to my friends and family. Cards I've made, of course. The Disney cards that have the diamond painting on them aren't going to be homemade cards, but they are going to have a homemade touch to them. And then I saw the Disney cards a while back, and then I went to go buy them yesterday or the day before, I don't remember. But anyways, I couldn't find them anywhere, so I was like, oh no, Disney must have, stop and desist or whatever, cease and desist. Maybe because it wasn't licensed, because they were coming right out of China. So I don't know, but I did finally find them in some scrolling history. So I was able to get those, and I got notification today that they shipped. So that means they'll be here soon. Because the stuff that comes from China through Temu, it doesn't take long at all. Like, I'm so surprised. Like, when I would order something from Wish a while back, it took like 5 months. And it was something I could have purchased here. I mean, it was just kind of crazy. I was like, why did I even bother to do this? Because it's taking forever. And then I thought they weren't going to send it to me because I wasn't getting it. It was fitted tablecloths. I used to sell for a multi-level marketing company, you know, like cosmetics and jewelry and all that good stuff. But I used to be a part of that culture many years ago, well, a few years ago. And I purchased some fitted tablecloths so that I could do my trade shows and vendor fairs and whatnot. And of course I needed funky color. So I ordered them from this company, and it didn't say that it was going to be in China or that they were coming from China, but 5 or 6 months into it, I was like, they better come, because it's too late for me to tell my credit card that to dispute the charge. So, you know, I was like, well, they weren't, like, it didn't break the bank or anything, but you know, anytime you spend your hard-earned money. And so you know, one day I came home and there was a package on the porch, and I was like, holy moly, this took, I don't know, it's like 5.5 months. So when I did my first order with the Temu, I was like, well, we'll see. And they claim that if it doesn't get to you within the 7 days that they promise that it'll get to you, that they're going to credit you some money. And so I placed the order on Thursday, and it was on my porch on Tuesday. And I thought that was really fast. The second order, they said, we're sorry, it's not going to get to you within the 7 days. So here, have some money. And it did show up. They told me just to use the credit. Okay, I will do that then. So, there's another queue. I'm telling you guys, I'm losing it. So at one point I had like $30 in credit for delayed delivery that really wasn't delayed, or I didn't feel like it was delayed. Because, I mean, it's coming from China and it has to go through customs. And as much as I hate the thought that I'm buying stuff from China, oh my gosh, you have to go where the affordability is, and you just have to. I mean, I price everything here first because, you know, I'd rather not buy overseas, but you know, you got to do what you got to do to be able to have a lifestyle that you want to have, which is what I keep telling my children, one of them in particular, that if that's the lifestyle that you want, then you're going to have to work for it. Because there can be kind of bougie at times, and I love that word, bougie. I don't even know where it came from, but I love it. But, you know, and they don't have the means to be that way, but they do it anyways, and you try to explain to them that success doesn't come overnight. You have to work for it. Kind of like my YouTube channel. I've actually had a channel for many, many, many years. This channel. And we just changed the name of it and just started using it. Because before it was just, that's where I went when I just searched for, you know, how do you sew on a button or whatever. Because YouTube is full of the how-tos. Oh, my light battery must have just gone. Let's plug that puppy back in. Did you see the difference with the light and without it? Huge difference. With the light, you can actually see what you're doing. So I have another light coming as well, because I purchased one from Temu because I wanted to see the quality of the light that would come directly from China. It's a little smaller than this one. This one, however, I got on Amazon. I still believe it's a made in China product, but it did ship from the US. And, but I did get a smaller one just because I wanted to see the quality. of the things we do for, oh my gosh, did I get ripped off, right? So we'll see. I will do a comparison when it gets here. It should be here this week sometime. I hope anyways. But I ordered, whoops, I just glued myself to the, I placed that order separately. I didn't add anything to it because I figured they were going to have to, oh, I'm sure that one won't be in a bag thrown on my porch. I'm pretty sure that one will have to be in a box. And I've never gotten a box from them before, so that will be interesting. So my largest order from Temu was just under $100. It was the largest order that I'd placed. And it had things like clothes and shoes, an ultrasonic cleaner. It was definitely $100 box or bag. It was a bag. It still came in the orange bag. It was taped to death. So I don't know if they run through an x-ray machine or if they open them or what. I don't know. But it was taped like crazy. And I was afraid when I opened it that I would cut something that was inside of it. Because I did order some shirts. Because I wanted to see what the quality was. And whoops, I need to there. Let's see there. And so far I've been like super impressed with the items, the quality. I'm kind of addicted to that too, because now everything pops up going, ooh, you might like this. And I click on it and it opens up a whole new world. And I could be stuck on there for hours looking at stuff because it fits my budget. But you know, just like anything else, if you use it a lot, it's no longer budget friendly. Kind of like, you know, eating ice cream. If that's all you ate for your calories, you're still going to gain weight. It's not so much about the calorie count as it is what it is you're ingesting. Same thing with the Temu. If this is hypothetical, if I spend $100 every time I shopped there, well, that's just as bad as spending a big amount of money IRL in real life at the store. So that's what I was saying. For all the budget-friendly canvases I've purchased, I probably that I may or may not get to. That's the hard part to say. That I may or may not get to. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a giveaway on here one day. Give a couple of them away. Well, there's an idea, right? Do some kind of contest. Speaking of which, I have one going on right now to get me some more subscribers. $25 Amazon gift card. Would you believe that I got emails asking me if I could PayPal instead? It's for a gift card. What part of that did they not read or listen to? Or the other thing is that I asked that they do a couple of things for me. And that was like, subscribe to my channel, put in a hashtag that I created, and tag a friend. And so far, everybody got the hashtag wrong. It's in the title of the video. So far, everybody has gotten the hashtag wrong. So as of today, I met the subscriber goal, but nobody, when I go to do the drawing and I search the hashtag, nobody got it. How crazy is that? So which tells me that they really didn't go to my channel They didn't really read it. They just heard gift card, do this. It's a sad state we live in. I really just thought it'd be a little fun, and it's not really been all that fun because people don't follow instructions well. Because I even said in the video, it's that simple. You just have to do these 3 things. I even repeated it several times because I know how people are. I know that we live in an instant gratification society, and I don't want to read about it. I can figure it out. I understand that, so I repeated myself several times in the video. Oh well, we'll see what happens on Sunday, Mother's Day, because that's when the drawing is. But I met the goal for my channel, for the subscriber count, was the whole main reason for doing it. But I fear that after I pull the name for the gift card, I will lose some of those subscribers because they really weren't subscribing to subscribe to my channel. They were just subscribing for the gift card, or for the chance of the gift card. We'll see. It's all good. It's all good. I mean, it's not like I'm trying to do anything with this channel anyways, other than just have fun and meet some people and get inspired. I think that's the best part about YouTube channels, is you can glean so much inspiration from others. Sympathy and empathy, and it's just a great community. So I fear that and it's not a fear really, but I'm pretty sure that the people who subscribe to the channel for the gift card are not part of this community. And that's okay. I am good to my word. I will draw for a gift card from the entries that were received, properly completed. Excuse me. There were more of these R's than there were Q's, that's for sure. Oh, so you heard me say earlier that nothing is better than a handwritten card. I'm huge. I'm a huge handwritten card person. So in my about on the channel, there is an address where you could send us a postcard. By us, I mean my husband and myself. It's not just me on the channel. It is TheBurgs. That is myself and my husband. We just call him M on the channel. And we are the Burgs. We are the Burgsrun. This channel, when we first put it a live channel, we did only running videos. We both were runners until I got in an accident several months back, and the MRI that I had to get showed some issues with my back that we weren't aware of prior to the accident. And so I'm no longer allowed to run. Let's just put it that way. I've lost my ability to run. But my husband is still running, so I'm excited for that. And I can be the best cheerleader on the planet. Because everybody needs a good cheerleader, right? And I want him to continue to run because we enjoyed it. We enjoyed it a lot. So, but anyways, the point I was trying to get to was I love sending mail. as much as I love getting mail, as long as it's not a bill. I don't like getting bills. And with my back injury, I've had lots of bills. So fun mail is always welcome and wanted. So if you ever feel like sending me a postcard and tell me where you're from, the address is in the About section of this YouTube channel. And it can just be sent to the Burgs Run, because I get lots of stuff that comes here to the Burgs Run. My PayPal is the Burgs Run, so stuff will come here. It says the Burgs Run, and we're like, oh, that's so cute. But yeah, check out the rest of our channel. We have running videos at Disney. We've run half marathons and 10Ks, and on Disney property, we have run at Virginia Beachfront. Where else have we gone? There's a lot of running videos, because we have medals upon medals upon medals downstairs. So I have something to show for the running that I did. But the backstory to the running is that I was a smoker for 40 some odd years of my life. And in 2016, I had a heart attack that caused no damage to my heart. I did receive a stent. And I actually arrested in the back of an ambulance. But the only thing that they could figure for why my blood coagulated the way it did and my cholesterol rose 300 points in 2 weeks, because I had just gone for my physical, so we knew exactly where my numbers were 2 weeks before the heart attack. But anyways, they attributed it to smoking, of all the crazy things. So that was in July of 2016. I continued to smoke until June 21st of 2018. The week prior, or the Monday prior, I watched a video at work about a bunch of people who had lost weight and came together to run a race, a 12-person race called a Ragnar. Anyways, the movie was called From Fat to Finish Line, and it was a bunch of people who had lost significant amounts of weight that came together as a team for this race. And I was so inspired by this movie that I came home from work and I told my husband, at lunchtime that day, I went to the local running store, which is right down the street from my office, and bought a pair of expensive running shoes. The girl looked at me like I had two heads, because here's this overweight, out of shape old woman that wants to run. And, I told her that I watched this movie, that I'd had a heart attack, and that I wanted to try to do this. So I got home from work that day and I told my husband, come on, we're taking you to the running store. We're going to get you a good pair of shoes. We're going to start running. Now, my husband could be that hermit man that lives in a cave. He is very introverted. And so he looked at me like I was crazy, and he was like, okay. So we went and got him some shoes, and that night we tried to run, and I made it halfway around the block, and I thought I was going to die. So I said, well, we'll do better next time. It'll get better. I know it'll get better. So that was on a Monday. Thursday, I finished my last cigarette at work, so my pack was empty, and I said, that's it, I'm done. I really want to run. And I haven't picked up a cigarette since. I didn't use any. I just quit cold turkey after 42 years of smoking. But I wanted to run. I still, that doesn't go there. I still couldn't run a mile without stopping when I hurt my back, but I gave it everything I had, and then we found Disney and the Galloway method, which is you walk for a certain length of time, and then you run for a certain length of time, and then you walk for a certain length of time, and then you run for a certain length of time. And at the time of my injury, I was still running for 30 seconds. I'm sorry, running for 10 seconds, walking for 20. That's how it was, I believe. And I ran a half marathon, a couple of half marathons that way, and still made it in. Because anytime you run, there's a time limit. You have to be able to run the race in a certain time limit. And at Disney, it's 16-minute miles, which if you're not a runner, you think 16-minute miles, nothing. Well, a 16-minute mile is quite a pace, and especially if you're doing the Galloway method. So you have to do it, you have to run it a minimum of 10 seconds, 20 seconds a minute. I did it 10-20, 10-20. Or maybe it was 15-30s. I don't know. It was something crazy like that. But I made it. And where was I going with this story? Oh, so we have lots and lots and lots and lots of medals. We were not fast. We were not. My husband's pretty fast. But he is the epitome of health, and he is the size of a stick. But anyway, so that was the preface to my running. Was I was running to save my life. Literally saved my life. I died once, and I only have 8 lives left if you're a cat person. And I want to be around. I want to be around to see my grandkids. I want to be able to retire and travel to run. These were all my reasons. Well, I told my husband, I'm going to quit smoking and I'm going to run instead. I said, every time that I feel like I want a cigarette, I'm going to strap on some running shoes and I'm going to go run around the block. And that worked fine. I was able to quit smoking in 2018. So now that I can't run, my fear was that I would want to smoke, because running was what I replaced smoking with. But I'm happy to report that I have no desire to smoke. None, zero, no desire at all. I am so happy with myself that I did quit smoking and moved on from that. I just don't want to go back there. It's a crippling addiction, and it's awful. And I say to my husband now, did I smell like that? And when we go by a smoker, and he's like, yeah. Like, why didn't you tell me? Like, why did you not tell me 20 years, well, we've been together 24 years. 24 years, and you couldn't tell me. After 19 years of marriage, you couldn't tell me I stunk. But now it's been 24 years, and we are happy, healthy, for the most part. Except for my back. It's really got me unable to do a lot of things. And it took running away from me. I barely walk, so there's that. I've gained a bunch of the weight that I lost from running has come back, and that's also something bad for my heart. So yeah, it's just kind of awful, the whole thing of it. But life rolls on, and I will continue doing what I can while I can. But I have a new, I don't know, I don't want to call it sympathy, but for people who say they have a backache or a back issue, oh my word, I'd never had an issue with my back before, never ever in my life. And this has been crippling, just awful. I'm going to go back and grab the C's. Because there were some C's up in here. Oh, wait, I didn't do C yet. Okay, C. I meant F. C. Come on. Fingers get to working for me. There they are. F. All right, so I missed a bunch of F's when I was putting them in. So I'm going to go back and fill in the F's that I missed. Most of them are in weird places that you wouldn't expect. Kind of hidden up in the cloud area. And so I was, of course, looking down in the flowers and the cross. So does everybody have a, are you retired, or do you work full time and still find time to do this, or what's your story? I have a full-time job working for a veterans civic group. I love my job, but it's getting harder and harder to do with my back not being healthy. So I don't know what the future is going to bring with that. So I think retirement is closer to me than I want to admit. But that's okay too. I have one grandchild, a grandson, but he lives in another state. So we don't get to see him or hold him. He's 4 months old, as much as we would like to. All right, oh, there's 3 more. So yeah, hug your family, tell them you love them. You just never know what tomorrow is going to bring. And I know this all too well now, being that I only have 8 lives left. My husband and I make sure that we don't ever go to bed angry, because that would be awful if something happened in the middle of the night and you went to bed angry. What would happen? I mean, you would live with that the rest of your life. So we have made it I don't know if we can say a pact or anything, but we just don't go to bed angry. Ever. We don't fight that much, ever. Anyways, but we don't fight at all. We'll bicker, but we don't fight at all. There's no fighting going on in this house. But don't ever go to bed. All right, so that one is done. I'm ready to start this blue all around the outside. And they are 3, 4, and C. I did miss some more stuff inside too. I should probably do that first. So I'm going to do that. All right, let's do the 6s that I missed. There were quite a few. For 6s. All right, so I am not going to go through and put up all the ones that I had missed. That will be the end of the... I'm going to go ahead and start up here. I'm going to start with the C's. All right. right, there we go. So these are going to be multi-placements because there are so many. So I'm just going to put a bunch of them up there, and then I'll put them in places. Anybody else do that? Put a bunch of them up there and you can move them around. I'm not a fan of this, but it works when you've got this many. I did buy a wheel that I could place them with, but I'm worried that I won't put them on straight, so I'd rather just move them singly. This transfer paper is game changing too, because you can just move it around as you need it. Oops, that's nice. So what I found with this particular canvas is the circles that the drills sit in are bigger than the drills. So I don't know how this is going to look when I'm done. Cool. Figure out which ones belong and which ones don't. Because under the light, they all look, all the dark blues look the same color, when they are clearly not the same color.
Hi guys, it's Y here from TheBurgsrun and Benson. I just wanted to show my face and say hello and thank you all for subscribing. I appreciate each and every one of you. And if you're not already subscribed, think about it. We do more on this channel than just diamond painting. It started out as a running channel, hence the name TheBurgsrun. And since I'm not running anymore, I will still feature some running of my husband, but there are cooking videos, gardening videos, videos of the dog, just pretty much we have morphed into the channel of the life of an empty nester. Our children are grown and they're gone, with the exception of our youngest daughter, who is here now just temporarily while her husband attends a military schooling program. So soon she'll be gone and we'll be back to just the two of us and a little dog, Benson. But the channel offers so much more than diamond painting. It just happens to be my obsession these days. So yeah, give us a look, and I hope that you like what you see and maybe want to stick around. So until next time, bye everybody.